But next we have my friend and colleague, Dr. Jeff Gang. He's an ordained Seventh-day Adventist minister. He holds an MDiv from Andrews University Theological Seminary and a DMin in Practical Theology from Fuller Theological Seminary. Dr. Gang currently serves as an associate professor in the School of Religion at Loma Linda University, where he teaches courses on the integration of health science, religion, and spirituality in the university's 8 schools. While his research interests are far-ranging from theology to ethics, Dr. Gang is particularly interested in the intersection of technology and faith and the implication of human wholeness. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our paper session.
Thank you, Dr. Ma. Greetings, everyone. The title of my paper this evening is The Rome Call for AI Ethics, Theological and Ethical Implications for Seventh-day Adventist Healthcare. So the Rome Call for AI Ethics is a document issued by the Vatican in collaboration with executives and leaders from Microsoft, IBM, and the United Nations. And the document outlines a set of ethical guidelines for the development and use of artificial intelligent technologies and calls for an agroethics, an artificial intelligence that serves every person in humanity as a whole, that respects the dignity of the human person so that every individual can benefit from the advances of technology, and that does not serve as its sole goal greater profit or gradual replacement of people in the workplace. As healthcare is currently one of the leading adopters of AI technologies, it is crucial that we consider the theological and ethical implications of AI for healthcare, particularly Seventh-day Adventist healthcare. The adoption of AI technologies in healthcare has the potential to revolutionize diagnostics, electronic health records management, and personalized medicine, leading to improved patient outcomes and operational efficiency. However, the implementation of AI in healthcare also raises ethical concerns. A review of the literature reveals 6 categories of concern: bias and discrimination. AI systems learn from data, and the data used to train these systems contains biases. The AI may perpetuate and even exacerbate existing biases in healthcare, and this can lead to discriminatory practices in diagnostics, treatment recommendations, and resource allocation, disproportionately affecting marginalized populations. Privacy and data security. The use of AI in healthcare often requires vast amounts of sensitive personal data. Ensuring the privacy and security of patient data is a major ethical concern, as breaches can lead to the misuse of patient information and loss of trust in healthcare systems, and then whether or not profit should be gained from this patient information. 3, informed consent. AI-driven healthcare applications may make decisions or offer recommendations that patients and healthcare professionals may not fully understand. Ensuring informed consent in the context of AI can be challenging, as patients may not have the necessary information or understanding to consent to AI-driven care. 4, accountability and responsibility. The use of AI in healthcare raises concerns about who is ultimately responsible for AI-driven decisions and the potential consequences of these decisions. Determining accountability can be complex, particularly when errors or adverse outcomes occur. 5, transparency and explainability. AI algorithms can be opaque, making it difficult for healthcare professionals and patients to understand the reasoning behind AI-driven decisions. This lack of transparency can make it challenging to build trust and ensure the ethical use of AI in healthcare. 6, human-AI interaction. AI in healthcare may alter the dynamics between healthcare professionals and patients, potentially undermining the human aspect of care. Ensuring that AI complements rather than replaces human caregiving in the ethical challenge. Some of these ethical concerns are illustrated in the case of AI technology for healthcare called Babel. Babel is the largest digital health service provider in the country of Rwanda, with more than 2 million registered users. Its parent company, the UK-based Babylon, made the highly contested claim in 2018 that its AI had the ability to diagnose certain issues as well as, or better than, human healthcare providers, and that its software could pass a medical exam with a higher average grade than a human. The CEO, Ali Parsa, explains that once a machine learns something, it never forgets. While some users of Babel celebrated the accessibility to healthcare services they had only dreamed of, others lamented the service depends on the use of a smartphone and therefore favored the rich over the poor, often, especially in the case of Rwanda. Rwanda's then Minister for Health, Diane Gashumba, also points out that popular digital health services lack the country-specific data, for example, largely neglected the possibility of malaria when evaluating user symptoms. And although the transmissibility of malaria is often a little concern to residents of the UK, it continues to be a major public health issue in Rwanda. To date, the Rome Call for AI Ethics is one of the few attempts by a religious body to address the rise of artificial intelligence. Pope Francis addressed the signatories of the document at the beginning of the 26th General Assembly of the Vatican, Rome, in February 2020, and said this in his speech, The Good Algorithm, Artificial Intelligence, Ethics, Law, and Health. He suggested it's not enough simply to trust in the moral sense of researchers and developers of devices and algorithms. There is a need to create intermediate social bodies that can incorporate and express the ethical sensibilities of users and educators. And he went on to say, one cannot ignore how a simple ideological calculation of functional performance, sustainable cost could dismiss the biographical dimension of humanhood in favor of a mechanistic view. And Francis claimed algorithms now extract data that enable mental and relational habits to be controlled for commercial or political ends, and frequently without our knowledge, this asymmetry by which a select few know everything about us while we know nothing about them dulls critical thought and the conscious exercise of freedom. The Rome Call for AI Ethics established 6 core principles to guide AI development and usage. 1, transparency. 2, inclusiveness. 3, responsibility. 4, impartiality. 5, reliability. And 6, privacy and security. Signatories believe these 6 core principles must be addressed when confronting the ethical challenges of AI technologies. Each are pertinent to the ethical concerns we previously identified. So, for example, the need for transparency and explainability in AI systems ensures that healthcare professionals understand how decisions are made and can effectively communicate this information to patients. The development of AI that respects human dignity and prevents any form of discrimination, encourages the use of diverse and representative data sets to mitigate biases and ensure fair treatment for all patients. The importance of protecting personal data and privacy, advocating for robust security measures and responsible data management practices. This guidance is crucial in maintaining patient trust, confidentiality in healthcare AI applications. Then the promotion of human-centric AI, emphasizing the human oversight in AI-driven healthcare processes by maintaining human control and ensuring AI systems serve as tools rather than emplacements. Healthcare professionals can uphold ethical standards and respect patient autonomy. And then urging developers and users of AI to be accountable for their actions and consequences of AI systems. This focuses on responsibility and encourages a culture of continuous improvement and learning, ultimately contributing to the development of safer and more effective AI applications in healthcare. And finally, recognizing that ethical considerations in AI applications may differ across various scales from individual patients to entire healthcare systems. By acknowledging these differences, the Rome Call advocates for ethical deliberations as multiple levels, ensuring that AI is implemented thoroughly and responsibly across the healthcare sector. The Seventh-day Adventist Church's mission in healthcare is to provide compassionate and comprehensive whole-person care, reflecting the healing ministry of Jesus Christ. It is crucial to consider how AI technologies can align with this mission and the theological principles of the Seventh-day Adventist beliefs. Sandel, 2018, argues that human flourishing involves a balanced relationship with our world, which can be jeopardized by an excessive pursuit of mastery over it. In Christian Ethics in a Technological Age, Brian Brock, University of Aberdeen, discusses the challenge of addressing the implications of what he calls a national bias in favor of innovation in healthcare, particularly in the United States. The implications of SDA healthcare involves recognizing the potential dangers of an unbalanced focus on technological progress. While innovation can lead to improved medical treatments and care, it may also contribute to escalating costs and diminished returns on investments in healthcare. And as a result, SDA healthcare providers and policymakers should approach innovation with caution, weighing the potential benefits against the potential negative consequences. And additionally, they should work to ensure that resource allocation decisions are made with a holistic perspective, considering factors beyond technological advancements. When considering the practical implications of AI in Seventh-day Adventist healthcare in light of Rome Call for AI Ethics document, several practical steps may be taken. Adopt an ethical framework for AI development and implementation guided by the Rome Call for AI Ethics principles and align with Seventh-day Adventist theological values. To foster interdisciplinary collaboration between healthcare providers, data scientists, engineers, ethicists, philosophers, and theologians to ensure that AI technologies are designed and employed in ways that respect human dignity and promote the common good. To implement transparent and unbiased algorithms that minimize risk and discrimination and promote fairness in decision-making processes. Establish robust data privacy and security protocols to protect patients' personal information and maintain trust in the healthcare system. Promote ongoing educational training for healthcare professionals to ensure that they are equipped to work effectively with AI technology and maintain a human-centered approach to patient care. And encourage research and development of AI technology that align with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and contribute to common good, human flourishing, and wholeness, and focusing on areas such as disease prevention, health promotion, and reducing health disparities. And finally, monitor and evaluate the impact of AI technologies on patient outcomes, healthcare provider satisfaction, operational efficiency to ensure the benefits of AI are maximized while minimizing potential negative consequences. In conclusion, as one of the few examples of a religious body attempting to address the rise of AI, the Rome Call for AI Ethics offers a valuable framework for considering the theological and ethical implications of AI in healthcare, particularly the Seventh-day Adventist healthcare systems. By adhering to the principles outlined in the document, AI technologies may be developed and employed in ways that respect human dignity, promote the common good, human flourishing and wholeness, and align with the mission and values of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. As AI continues to transform healthcare, it is crucial for stakeholders to collaborate and ensure that these technologies contribute to human flourishing, human wholeness, and the betterment of society as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gang, for an excellent paper. We have about 2.5 minutes for comments and questions.
Very thought-provoking. It seems that the assumption is that, It seems like the assumption is that an AI-driven algorithm would not be better than a human-driven algorithm, right? Hence the need for an intermediary body. Yes?
Are you asking if I assume that?
Well, I mean, it's sort of the assumption based on the framework, right? So I'm wondering about this assumption because clearly human-driven algorithms have caused all sorts of problems. And so what's to say that a human-controlled AI algorithm would not also come to the same conclusion? Wouldn't there be as much of a problem with algorithms actually generating a better solution, but humans not wanting to follow it and therefore changing the AI algorithm?
Good question. That's a fantastic question. That's a very valid question. It's like what happened to my father-in-law yesterday in Palm Springs visiting his brother-in-law, and they were driving to go out to eat, and he was following the GPS, and the GPS is telling him this is the way to go. And his brother-in-law kept saying, no, we have to go this way. And so he relented to his older brother and said, we're going to go this way. And they drove for about 15, 20 minutes, and they realized they were headed in the wrong direction. So, yeah, I mean, maybe that is going to be a problem, I think, is dealing with how we interact with AI, for sure.
Apologies for the shortness of time. This is going to be the last question.
Thank you for the presentation. Looking forward to the paper. About a week and a half ago, CNN ran a little story about how human beings were actually tricked, I guess, is what we would call it, that the physicians they thought they were consulting with were actually AI, and that they actually scored higher with empathy than the human beings. And at first thought, it kind of hit me that, oh yeah, we always assumed that our humanness, maybe compassion, empathy, that human connection might have always been a safeguard against that, but that just kind of caught me off guard. I was just wondering what you think about that, having looked into it and kind of ahead of us.
Well, we know that it only takes about 30 seconds for a physician to, if they really try to connect with a patient and make a difference. So I wouldn't surprise me that AI couldn't have some algorithms built into it that could help us feel connected to it. You saw the case of the guy from the New York Times and his conversation with ChatGPT that was posted not too long ago. So I think that that can be built into the algorithm. But I think that I think that you bring up a very interesting issue in going forward, is exactly how we are going to relate to AI relationally, and what does it mean? And then ultimately, what my interest in this is really, what is it saying about our humanity? What does it mean to be human? And some other stuff I'm working on, that's what I really am exploring. And there's some people, and I think some people are calling, we need to go back to a new kind of ethics, almost kind of a analog ethics, right? And in order to what it means to be human. But this is interesting. Can a machine love better than we can? I don't know. It'll remain to be seen. That's the question. So, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. King.